So friends, the world is moving fast, you are busy, I am busy, and that's why today what we're going to do is UX writing quick tips, okay? 16 things that will make your life as a UX writer a lot easier, and I have to say, it was a lot of fun creating these, so let's go. Hi, my name is Kat and I teach people about writing in tech, and on this channel you will find everything that you need to know, especially about UX writing. So if you care about that and you're interested in that, make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell. So as you know, my job here is to provide value for you, okay? Value that goes far beyond of what you can read in theory. So today I will share 16 tips of what actually makes UX writing easier from my very practical experience. So what I want you to do right now is grab your pen and paper and let's do this. First of all, number one, have a collection of examples for good and bad UX writing. So whenever you come across significantly good or bad UX copy in the wild, please take a screenshot and save it to a folder on your laptop, because trust me, you will learn a lot from collecting these examples. They will come in handy when you have to advocate for why UX writing is important for the user experience, and the good examples especially will also help you overcome the blank page, okay? The next one is more specific for the brand that you write for, and that is number two. Always have a collection of user knowledge. So know how old your users are. Do they live in urban areas or in rural areas? What are they scared of? What do they desire? What are their limitations, etc.? Maybe your team has conducted user research on that, or the marketing department has studies on that. Wherever you get this information from, get it. Then create a Miro board, put it all on here and pay it a regular visit, so that this kind of information always has an explicit and an implicit impact on your very writing decisions. Number three, please create a list of relevant metrics and schedule time to regularly check them. So for example, how's the conversion rate of your website sales page going? Do people visit and read the FAQs on your website? Work with something like Google Analytics, Mouseflow, whatever helps. Decide which metrics represent whether your UX copy works or not, and then keep an eye on that, okay? Because that will not only ensure that your copy is effective, it will also teach you a lot of things about what works for your very specific target audience and industry and what doesn't. Number four, get to know your competitors. Again, you do research, you check your competitors' websites, apps, their Instagram, their app store ratings, everything, okay? Take screenshots, you start a Miro board and you put everything on there, okay? You sort that information, you take notes on their strengths and their weaknesses and what they do differently compared to what your company does, okay? Do it all, because this will help you see how you as a UX writer can help positioning your company's brand and product in your market. Next, number five, learn about approaches and methods in UX, okay? Pack your toolbox. Know about frameworks that make your UX writing process more systematic, like for example, tone mapping or empathy mapping or user journey mapping, copy audits, whatever. And if you don't know where to start, you can of course simply ask ChatGPT to create a list for you and just explore one of them per week, okay? You don't have to master them right away, just know about them and know how they can help you so that you can pull them out of your sleeve if you need them. Number six is kind of similar to that, and that is try tools regularly. In UX writing, we have Ditto, Frontitude, Grammarly, Figma plugins, all of that. Research these tools and test them, because if you can find tools that work for you, they will make your life as a UX writer so much easier. Promise. And in order to keep yourself updated on tools and all, do number seven. Participate in the UX writing community. Get into Facebook groups, LinkedIn communities, subscribe to newsletters, whatever, okay? Go to meetups, because there you will hear a lot about these things and you will also learn about all the other big and small topics that other UX writers are concerned with, and you will stay up to date on everything going on in the industry. Next, number eight, schedule time for learning every day. If you have seen my video on improving your UX writing skills on a daily basis, you know that I advocate for this a lot, okay? Take some time out of your day, 30 minutes, right in the morning or right after lunch, to explore all of these things, okay? Methods, approaches, tools, trends, whatever. Because trust me, in this field, you have to stay up to date. Number 9, keep a professional journal and build your own recipe book with all the things that you collect along the way, okay? Approaches, methods, tools, the things that you learn from your metrics, from your competitor analysis, your everyday experience of writing UX copy. Write down what works for you and what doesn't. Because from all of that input, you are allowed to see what you want to stick with in the long run. And you can also write down the things that you want to learn about. The next one is kind of a no-brainer, but trust me, it matters. It's number 10, master managing yourself. As UX writers, you will talk to a lot of people, you will be in a lot of meetings, you will give feedback, you will get feedback, and you also need time to write. So you will be forced to juggle many different tasks on a daily basis. And trust me, from first-hand experience, I can say, if you don't master self-management, self-organization, learning how to work efficiently and stay focused, reduce mental load, it will get tough. So try stuff like the Pomodoro technique to organize your time, or the Eisenhower matrix to prioritize your tasks, etc., because they will be lifesavers during busy times, okay? And talking about lifesavers, next is number 11, learn how to build a content design system and work with it. I promise it will save you and your team a lot of time and trouble. It will make your product more consistent, okay? Just do it, okay? Take some time, learn about this and try it, okay? And you will see for yourself that this is actually a great idea. Number 12, create a feedback process and make people stick to it. We all know that everyone and their mom has an opinion on our UX copy all the time, but allowing feedback to come in from just anyone at any moment will float you, okay? And it gets chaotic, it gets annoying, it doesn't help the quality of the product. And trust me, there should only be one person that defines how a copy feedback process should look, and that is you. Yes, you. So please do that and try to find ways to make people stick to it. Number 13, schedule time to review your voice and tone guidelines frequently. Many of us develop these guidelines right when they start working for a company or a client, and then the style guide collects dust, okay? And at some point in time, eventually, someone will come up and ask you about that document, and you think to yourself, well, this thing is nowhere even close to being updated. So what you do is you schedule a meeting with yourself every other month to review your style guide and update it, okay? Add new rules to it, delete rules from it that are outdated, etc. Number 14, sharpen your collaboration skills, because we all know you will work together with others a lot, and people won't always stick to your processes, and sometimes you cannot stick to their processes. So knowing how to give and receive feedback, how to bounce back from conflict and criticism, how to express your thoughts in an effective way will make all of these situations a lot easier for you, okay? And number 15, educate yourself and question what you see and hear out there. UX writing is still a buzzword, so you can get clicks with it, right? You can create a lot of buzz with it, you can go viral with it, which is a good thing because it means that the discipline itself is hyped, but everybody and anybody can write a blog post about UX writing, right? And a lot of people who do that are not qualified to do that. So definitely consume content for continuous learning in the field, but please don't believe everything that you see and hear out there. And of course, when you feel like you have profound knowledge and experience with a certain aspect of UX writing and you feel confident about it, please contribute to the community as well, because our field is what we make it. And ultimately, and I wish that I would have learned this a lot sooner, number 16, don't stress about mistakes you make. Especially if before entering the field of UX writing, you worked in a strategic field like I did, or any other non-production job, so a job where you don't, produce text or designs or code. Making a mistake, like a typo, can feel like the end of the world and just so embarrassing. But working in UX writing means you produce text all the time, okay? You produce a whole style guide with lots of pages. Listen, making mistakes is inevitable, so you better do two things. One, learn what kind of mistakes you make and come up with strategies to avoid them. And two, learn how to deal with making mistakes, because you will make them, okay? You will make plenty of them. So let's figure out how to learn from these effectively and use them to make ourselves even better UX writers, okay? But please never, ever let these kinds of mistakes discourage you or frustrate you too much, okay? So I think these are good words to end this video. I hope this was helpful, and if you like, let me know about your very own personal hacks of making your life as a UX writer easier. If you like, I think we would all appreciate it. Also, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, where I share free tips and tricks about writing in tech and especially UX writing. And other than that, there is nothing left to say for me except for keep on writing, enjoy the process, and I hope to see you sometime soon.